What is going on, guys? This is Caleb from anewexpression.net, where change happens with a new expression. And in today's video, I wanted to talk about 3 things I wish I would have known earlier about social anxiety. Let's get into it.
Long nights and cold beds, breaking down, hurting heads.
Now, the first thing is that social anxiety is all in your head. Now, I started to realize this when I was put into scenarios, right? I would have strangers. I would be put into situations where I would have to talk to strangers, let's say in a classroom setting. And in one scenario, I would be surrounded with people that I thought I was better than. I thought I was more confident than. And so for that reason, I started to act in a more confident way. I started to feel comfortable. I was, comfortable with sharing my thoughts. I was comfortable with speaking. And I wasn't having these negative thoughts and emotions. Now, if I was put into a different scenario, right? If I was put into a different group of strangers that I thought were more confident than me, that I thought were better than me in any way, that is when I would start to have these negative emotions. That's when I would start rambling with these negative thoughts in my head. And it would just be kind of like an automatic pattern. Now, I started to realize that this was just going on in my head. The fact that I was acting different in different scenarios meant that, this was just going on in my head. This was just all happening in my head. Once you start to realize that social anxiety is just an emotion. We feel anxiety, right? We feel anxious. And the reason why we feel this type of way is because of the thoughts and the beliefs that we're having at the moment. If we're not having these thoughts, if we're not having these beliefs at the moment, we won't feel that emotion and we won't act that certain way. So if we begin to realize that social anxiety, that is just an emotion, and that emotions are generated from thoughts and beliefs, then if we just change the thought, if we just change the belief, then we're now able to change the emotion. And when we change the emotion, we cure the social anxiety. Now, the second thing is that there is no secret formula, guys, and this is a very big one. This was something that I really struggled with. When I was really deep into social anxiety, I was always on the forums. I was always trying to find solutions. I was always trying to find the next tip, the next advice, the next answer to help cure the social anxiety. And I was so involved with that. I was so involved with finding the smallest possible answer, just the slightest bit of hope. What I started to realize was, after like years of researching this, was that these are really just a false sense of hope, guys. These tips that you see, these small steps that you need to take, or these advice that you get from other people, these things don't really help, guys. They don't really cure the social anxiety. And I'm telling you from my perspective, I'm telling you from experience, that these things they might give you a small sense of motivation, they might give you a small sense of hope, but it's not the real solution. It's not a true answer. And the true answer is that it will take time. It will take time to heal. It's a healing process. Social anxiety isn't something that you overcome in a week. It's not something that you overcome in a month. It's something that you have to gradually progress in, and there is no secret formula. There's no one right answer, okay? And that is something that I wish I would have known earlier, was because I was always just finding tips and advice that I could find, and I would, be so motivated. I'd be so hyped to, implement it and to change and get rid of my social anxiety forever. But it's really not that, guys. It takes time, it takes effort, and no one wants to tell you guys these things because it's the cold hard truth. It's gonna take time, and I hope you guys realize that it is a big important part. Now, the third thing is that the emotion social anxiety is not the problem. The emotion that you feel, the anxiety that you feel, is not the problem. This is a huge point, okay? That the emotion is not the problem. When you feel anxious, the reason why you feel anxious is because of the belief. The belief that you have about yourself, the belief that you have about what other people are thinking about you, It could be anything. You know, those thoughts, those beliefs that you are having in the moment is what is causing the emotion. The emotion is just the result of the thoughts and the beliefs that you are having. It's not the problem. You know, a lot of the times people are like, oh, I feel anxious, I feel anxiety. Like, how do you get rid of that? Well, that's not the problem. The focus should be, you know, what are you having? What is causing that emotion? That is the root of the problem. And what's causing it is the belief. It's the thoughts that you are having about yourself. Now, this is a huge point, guys. I hope you guys really understand that. And an analogy that I love to use is that with social anxiety, the anxiety part of it, right? The social anxiety is kind of like a splinter, okay? So what you guys know, when you guys get a splinter, right? It hurts. It kills, you know, and, you know, you're trying to take all of these painkillers. You're trying to take Advil. You're trying to take Tylenol, whatever will, you know, numb down the pain, whatever will stop the pain. To really get rid of the pain, right? To really heal it and to really cure the pain, it's not about taking painkillers. It's not taking as much Advil as you can to numb down the pain. What you have to do is you have to find the cause of the problem. And the cause of the problem in this scenario will be the splinter itself. And it may hurt. It may hurt to take out the splinter. It may hurt more than, you know, just taking Advil or just taking Tylenol. But this will cure it. You won't feel the pain anymore once you take it out. You know, it may hurt initially, but once you take it out, it's gone. You know, same thing with social anxiety. The emotion is not the problem. You know, people are trying to, you know, find solutions. They're trying to take medication to deal with these emotions. But the cause, the root problem is the core beliefs. It's the beliefs that you're having about yourself. It's the thoughts that you are having, not the emotion, guys. And this is where a lot of people get confused, is that they get so mixed up with the emotion that they're not able to see what is causing that. So if you guys are able to realize that your emotions are coming from your thoughts and your beliefs, then it's just a matter of finding that belief and really questioning the belief. See if it's true. Really try to question it. And once you're able to realize that it's not truth, that it's not real, then you're able to cure the emotion, that you're able to find the root problem, and now you're able to take out that emotion and cure social anxiety. Now that is the real solution. It's finding the root problem, guys. Now those are the 3 things that I wish I would have known earlier, guys. And I just wanted to leave you guys with this. In life, there's problems and situations that come a lot faster than we expect. You know, we might be in a pit, you know, we feel like we've gone so low and we haven't realized how low we really got. And you know, it might suck. It sucks to feel like you're the only one in this, that you're the only one that has this problem, and you feel like, you know, you're so alone in this process, guys. And I understand this because I've gone through this. It's really about how you bounce back from this, guys. It's really about how you take on this problem. You know, you could whine about it. You could be, you know, you could say how unfair it is, and to an extent, you know, it might be unfair that you're like this. And I know I felt like that plenty of times. But guys, it's your mindset. It's how you bounce back from this, guys. And the problems, these things will only make you stronger. You hear that all the time, that the things that hurt, the things that make us feel bad are the things that make us a stronger person. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. Really, guys, it's how you bounce back, guys. And there's solutions. There's people that care. It's just about taking that one expression, that one new expression to make change happen, guys. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys got a lot of value out of that, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. You can follow me on social media at anewexpression, I almost said .net. But if you guys do want to follow my website, it is anewexpression.net. And my social media is just A New Expression, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And until next time, guys, peace.